Good day everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be discussing Black Clover chapter 323 titled Partner. Before we begin, spoiler warning of course, and let's dive straight into this chapter. So this chapter starts off with a bit of a flashback, well not a flashback but a bit before Yami saved Nacht, and we see Vanessa and Gray are next to Yami and they're trying to heal him. Vanessa with Rogue and Gray with her healing magic. And Gray mentions that Yami's body has changed. It's almost like the devil that possessed Asta. However, even though his body is changed, we see a picture of his heart as well and it looks dark. His body physically it's brimming with magic even though it's kinda in a wreck. And Yami gets up and he tells them thanks for the assistance, and he uses dark magic black moon, and we see the moon appear over his head. Then we see what appears to be Licht and Finral as well as William come directly towards Yami and they begin talking to him, and essentially Licht is telling them that I would like to help you all and repay my debt, but I don't have a grimoire anymore, so I can't. I'm kinda useless in battle. William also goes on to say, well, Yami, you know, with your magic, we should still be able to have a chance of fighting. And he goes on to use a hand Yami, this one that we saw in the last chapter, and it's a magic spell it seems, and it's called World Tree Creation Magic Mistillintine Blade. It's Norse, I cannot pronounce that, but yeah. He then says he poured all his magic into it and he leaves this up to Yami, and Yami is like, I'm kinda not over this whole thing that you pulled with the elves, but we're both nabbed by this joke, so essentially I'll call it even with this. We then cut back now to currently in time with Yami blocking the attack, and Yami tells Nacht, you know, if we both make it home alive, let's go for a drink. And Lucifero is like, you're the dark magic user, I'll deal with you later. And he basically pushes through with his sponge and sends Yami crashing into Nacht, and they go flying one side. Asta then comes in to try to swing and attack him, but it seems that he isn't in time because Lucifero is about to punch him, and then we see some people running into the fight, and we see that it's essentially Rogue, Secre, and Scary Mouth guy whose name I totally forgot at the moment. But essentially what goes on is he blocks the attack with his body using his counter trap, and Secre uses a next attack called Mana Method Sealing Magic. Oh no, actually that is his attack. It's Secret Counter Trap Mana Method Sealing Magic. And he's like, let me show you some stuff as a senior member, Devil King. And Secre tells him, hold up for 30 seconds and don't forget the new member, because she's the new member. And they use this new attack. And we see Yami and Nacht talking, and Nacht tells Yami, you know, you need to get away. And Yami's like, I just saved you, what are you talking about? And Nacht says, you know what, I don't care if I die, I'm trying to save you. So you know, you need to get away. It's okay if I kinda bite the dust. And we then get a mini flashback again, and Nacht says, Yami, seeing you reminds me of who I used to be. The version of myself I hate. I'm begging you, get away from me. And he says, don't save me. I took Morgan away from you. I don't want anyone else dying to save someone like me, especially not an irreplaceable friend like you. So Nacht expressing himself a little bit there, but Yami retorts by saying, are you an idiot? Kinda stupid. You're gonna keep living and help enough people for you and Morgan too. And I'm just like, yeah, anyway, but that aside, it's not like people even need a reason to save their friends now. So Yami acknowledging himself as a friend of Nacht, not just his brothers. He kinda tells him, you know, I'm your friend also. And then we get another flashback, and it's Not saying, Yami, you and my brother are similar in many ways besides your magic. You get him better than I do, and I'm his twin. And you see both of them kind of telling Nacht he's creepy, and Nacht goes on to say, it's frustrating, but I think you make a better partner for him than I do. Yami just goes on to say, eh, you're too old to be talking like a kid, Yami. That's Nacht's retort. He's like, you're too old to be talking like a kid, Yami. Um, then Yami goes on to say, deep down, men stay kids forever. Shut up, grow up already, loser. So that's a banter between two of them. Yami goes on to say, forget that. What do we do about that thing? Then he's like, they tell me he's the king of the devils. Let's go have some fun with him. And we get essentially in the past panel of Yami and Nacht and a current panel of Yami and Nacht, both preparing to rush in to fight Demon King, top demon, and the chapter ends there. So interesting. This chapter had a lot of flashback that adds context to Yami and Nacht's relationship and builds on it. Not much with the current fight, but yeah, it seems like this fight may be reaching its climax soon as well. Hopefully we get some cool new moves from Yami with this new sword. Maybe Nacht unlocks something new. Maybe Asta gets another power up. Something to that effect. Maybe Noelle comes and joins the battle as well, because we haven't seen her in a while. But yeah, all in all, this was a good chapter. Pretty fast paced in that aspect. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Hope you all enjoyed it. And we'll be back here next week, I believe, for the next chapter review. So until then, keep safe. If you're new, subscribe, hit like, all that good stuff. And I'll see you all for the next review. Bye.